Noah Gragson does it again. Fourth win of the season in the Xfinity Series, and he had to beat Sheldon Creed and Kyle Larson to do it. What a fucking finish. What's up, guys? It's Mian. I'm back with another video. Back with my 2022 NASCAR Xfinity Series Darlington race review. Real quick, I do want to address my predictions from Clash in the Castle and the outcomes we got. I went 4-2. I got the Dominic Mysterio heel turn correct. Hell yeah on that. I just didn't get the match outcome right. Edge and Mysterio ended up winning over the Judgment Day, and Triple H, I want to know what you're thinking because Drew definitely should have won in Cardiff, but Roman retained courtesy of Solo fucking Sikoa. Yes, another addition of the Bloodline. Um, and then Tyson Fury, who punched Austin Theory to prevent him from cashing in his Money in the Bank contract, sang American Pie with Drew in the ring afterward. Um, okay. um, I think it makes it clear that Cody Rhodes is probably dethroning Roman, although I would think somebody else will also be involved. Maybe Cross, maybe Rollins, maybe Drew again. Who knows? But anyway, NASCAR video. So make sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on future videos and streams. Make sure you use code ANJJ for $5 off on orders of $30 or more at Circuit Diecast. And let's go ahead and let's jump into this. So, Christopher Bell, due to an engine change, he's in the 18 car for Joe Gibbs Racing instead of Denny Hamlin. Hamlin was going to be in the car, but he still felt sore from his wreck at Daytona. He will be in the Cup race tomorrow, so Bell took over for him in the Xfinity race. Bell in it with an engine change, and then Anthony Alfredo, Josh Williams, Kyle Sieg, Chris Wright, and Brandon Brown for unapproved adjustments all start at the back. Ty Gibbs got into Justin Allgaier under pace laps. Brennan Poole on pit road early, then goes to the garage. Ryan Ellis and Joe Grava Jr. make contact in front of the leaders. Smoking off the right side of Gregson's car says on the radio that something might be wrong with the brakes. Larson, driving the 17 car, slow on the backstretch, flat tire late in stage one. Gregson takes the stage one win. Brandon Jones second, Ty Gibbs third, Justin Allgaier fourth, Sheldon Creed fifth, Riley Herbst sixth, Austin Hill seventh, Christopher Bell eighth, Kyle Weatherman ninth, and Ross Chastain in 10th. Tommy Joe Martin to the garage. Unfortunately, his day done with a blown engine from debris going through the radiator. That debris would later be identified as part of the crush panel from Larson's car, which had gotten taken out due to the flat tire. So an unfortunate end for Martin's day. Riley Herbst gets a speeding penalty. John Hunter Nemechek goes back to pit road after being hit by Anthony Alfredo under caution. Alfredo done. And also shout out Anthony Alfredo because he went into this race not feeling good. Broadcast said he was dry heaving, I think, in the car. And so hopefully you feel better, man. Ty Dillon slow on the racetrack. Caution comes out for Chris Wright and Riley Herbst early in stage two. Myatt Snyder also involved. Myatt got loose in the corner, gets into Chris Wright. Joe Grava Jr. gets into the wall behind them. Herbst gets into Snyder as he was trying to avoid the wreck on the way down the bottom. Ty Dillon would take his car to the garage. Landon Castle would pit under this caution for a loose wheel that they had. Wright done for the day. Joe Grava Jr. still on the backstretch. His day would be done. Herb's day done. Snyder's day done, I believe. Or he was several laps down, if I'm not mistaken. It's one or the other. But just a rough day for all those competitors. And then we get a caution for rain. And the red flag would come out. Red flag would be lifted at 6:49 p.m. Eastern. JJ Aley would go to the garage but return. The race restarts at 7:04 p.m. Eastern. Gibbs makes a little contact with Creed, then makes contact with Allmendinger, and AJ gets in the wall a little bit, and he got pissy. Caution would come out for Yaley with the fire underneath the hood with 3 laps to go in stage 2. His engine basically let go. Excuse me, and Justin Allgaier wins stage 2 under caution. Gregson second, Bell third, Jones fourth, Hill fifth, Creed sixth, Gibbs seventh, Nemechek eighth, Allmendinger ninth, Josh Berry in 10th. And Allmendinger got Gibbs loose in the corner prior to the caution. Almost wrecked him, but Gibbs managed to hold on to it. Brandon Brown gets a speeding penalty. We get a caution to come out with 20 laps to go for a Brandon Jones spin. Noah Gragson and Sheldon Creed make contact late, and Creed's running the race of his life. He's won here at Darlington the Trucks before, and a win for him would put him in the playoffs. Assuming the same thing doesn't happen to him that happened to Jeremy Clements after Daytona this past week, because unfortunately, Clements' feel good win will not count towards the playoffs. He can keep the win and the playoff points that come with it, but he doesn't get to make the playoffs off of it. Um, After NASCAR found part of his engine was, or I think it was the intake. No, it was the intake. I forget what it was that he got penalized for, but it was something that was modified. Now they have appealed. I don't know if that decision has come out yet. If it hasn't, I think it might be early this week. Who knows? I think he finished top 20 around 18th today. Um, so with that in mind, and also regarding the whole engine thing, teardown thing for them is, well, the reason why Clements can keep the win is because it happened at R&D. It did not happen in post race inspection. So that's why he's allowed to keep the win. It just doesn't count towards the playoffs unless the appeal causes the decision to be reversed. And in the announcement of the appeal, Clements' team had said that what it was that he'd been penalized for, technically he shouldn't have been penalized for because it doesn't add anything speed or whatever wise to the car. Um, it doesn't really do anything. Um, the other thing that was mentioned by Pockris is that um, NASCAR is when the engine is done being ran or something of that sort, it does get checked out. So it was going to get checked out anyway. It just happened to be the same week coming off of his win at Daytona. So hopefully, we'll get a resolution of that soon if we haven't already. But for Creed, now he's now running for that, first, victory in the Xfinity Series. Well, for Clements, it was his second. But regardless, a win to get him in the playoffs. Him and Gragson make contact late. Kyle Larson starts running the Larson line from third, and he starts catching them. Larson makes contact with Creed and then lifts with 3 to go. He almost wrecked him on the front stretch, but Larson did lift. Creed gathered it up, didn't lose the lead. So we get to the final lap. Larson and Creed get into it. They make contact in turns 1 and 2 on the final lap. Gragson steals the lead. Larson makes a little bit of contact with Creed from behind, and Creed just pulls off a pro gamer move, almost shades of Carl Edwards years ago at Kansas when he tried to keep the lead in front of Jimmy Johnson in the playoffs, no less. Um, and Creed just runs it up against the freaking wall. I feel like we've seen this at Darlington fairly recently, in recent years. I forget which race it might have been, or which series it was, but I feel like we've seen this in recent years at some point. Somebody just running it right up against the wall, all the way back to the start finish line, through the final corners on the last lap. Unfortunately, Creed was not able to stay out in front of Gragson. Um, Gragson steals the, or not steals, well, basically he kind of did steal the win in the end, from Larson and Creed, but namely Creed. Um, but for Gregson, it's his fourth win of the season in a race that he did really freaking well in. Again, won stage one, finished second in stage two. And this is big because, remember, several weeks ago, he had the Road America incident. Um, I believe and then he had New Hampshire where he got DQ'd out of a top 5 finish. So he lost a shit ton of points. Between those 2 races alone, he lost a bunch of points. He has been gaining those points back and whatnot, and he's closing back in. We got 2 races left. Kansas and Bristol. He has a chance to win both of them potentially, and just continue earning points. And then depending on what happens with guys like Allgaier, Gibbs, and Allmendinger specifically, there's a chance Gragson could jump back up and potentially steal the regular season Xfinity Series title. I don't know if he can. I don't know what the mathematics are on that right now. We'll probably know after post race inspection is cleared and all that stuff. But I mean, he's right there with Ty Gibbs in terms of wins. He's got several stage wins, a shit ton of stage points, a bunch of playoff points. He's looking really freaking good going into the playoffs this year. And remember, last year he couldn't freaking get a win, let alone luck, until the back end of the regular season. Of course, he won Darlington, which is what got him his first win of 2021, if memory serves me correctly, and I believe won Richmond the week after. Of course, y'all remember my reaction when he won Darlington. I lost my shit because it was like, finally. Now he's entering the playoffs in a far better position. Dare I say, if he can keep it all together and not make any boneheaded mistakes at any point in time the rest of the way, he can go back to the Final Four. Because remember, he was in the Final Four last year, courtesy of winning Martinsville. He can go back into the Final Four this year and actually have an even better shot at winning the championship. We'll see. But once again, congratulations to Noah Gragson on the win. I do hate it for Sheldon Creed. It would have been cool to see him get the win, join his RCR teammate Austin Hill as being locked in the playoffs, but you got 2 races left in the regular season to get that done. And for some of these other guys, I mean, I think like half the Xfinity playoff field doesn't have a win yet, or if it's not half, it's pretty close. Um, so these next few races are going to be really interesting to see how things finish out. But with all that being said, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on future videos and streams. And I'll catch you all next time. Peace.